So whenever you're buying a new piece of equipment or hardware, you need to think of a few things. One is what you need this piece of equipment to do. Two is how well it can do it. And the third is how much it costs. So when it came to getting a new video editing / gaming / live streaming machine, I had a lot of choice. To cut a long story short, I chose the Acer Aspire V Nitro 15. But did I make the right choice? I want to start with my 3 biggest gripes with the machine. First is the amount of bloatware that's pre-installed on it. I mean, I already spent a ridiculous amount of money on this. I don't really need to spend more money on booking hotels or going on eBay. I mean, it's not really a major problem, it's just more of a nuisance. My second problem with the machine is the trackpad. Yeah, I don't know if it's just this trackpad, but I have used other trackpads before and they weren't this bad, and there have been a couple of times where the mouse has just gone crazy or it thinks I'm clicking and holding on something when I'm not. Cut a long story short, I would use a mouse with this. I mean, I would not want to use this trackpad for gaming. I mean, I have used it for video editing and it can do the basic scroll up, scroll down, zoom in, zoom out functions, but seriously, get a mouse for this machine. And my third biggest gripe with this machine is that it's a fingerprint magnet. I mean, the amount of times I've had to spend cleaning this machine before I start recording is basically after every single shot. I mean, I don't know if I have very sweaty hands, but my god, I spent a lot of time cleaning. So far it probably sounds like I hate this laptop, but let's move on to some more positives. To start with, this keyboard. Now, disclaimer, I haven't really used high-end keyboards, but this keyboard, I love it. The distance between the keys, the layout of the keys, the feel of the keys, it's great. I mean, I love typing on it and I love gaming on it. Well done. So what's the next thing I love about this gaming laptop? And it's that screen. It's a full 1920 by 1080 LED screen. The viewing angles are great, the brightness adjustment is nice, and it looks clear even on low brightness settings. Moving on to design of the laptop, the body is slim and sleek, but the black edition graphic on the trackpad is a little bit over the top. Nevertheless, I like the black and red design of it, though like I mentioned before, it is a fingerprint magnet. Now at the beginning of the video, I mentioned I was going to use this as a video editing, gaming and live streaming laptop. So how well does it do these tasks? Let's start with video editing. Now I'm not editing in 4K, so the 1920 by 1080 screen is perfect for me. I've been running HitFilm Pro 3 and it does its job fine. I mean, the last few videos I made have all been made and rendered on the laptop. There isn't really a noticeable difference in the rendering time from this laptop than my big computer, though I haven't really been straining the laptop as much as I would my big computer when it comes to rendering. But on the whole, it does its job for video editing perfectly fine. Next, we come to the big thing for the laptop, the gaming. Now it does have a GTX 960 2GB graphics card built in, so how does it handle these games? Well, I first started with CSGO and I was getting an average of 70 frames per second. Moving on to HOTS, once again I was getting about 30 frames to 60 frames per second on high-end graphics settings on that. Moving on to a more demanding games such as The Witcher 3, I was getting on average 20 frames per second on medium settings. I will recommend lower settings to get the higher frame rate, but it looks fine. Using a slightly less intensive game but still graphically demanding such as Battlefield 4, on medium settings I was getting around 70 frames per second on that. So in terms of gaming, it can handle its stuff. So how about streaming these games? Well, I wouldn't recommend streaming the high-end games as they cause the computer to heat up as they take a lot more power out of it. Using the lower-end games to stream is perfectly fine. The other day I streamed Final Fantasy 13 for 2 hours on Twitch and there was no issues. Though I would recommend the inbuilt Ethernet port rather than the Wi-Fi card built in. Finally we come to the portability of the laptop. And well, at first it did feel quite heavy. I've gotten used to it over the last week. The screen size is nice, the keyboard size is nice. I mean, I've been using it around the flat mainly. General usage, you're getting about 4 to 5 hours of the battery in one charge. Gaming, it's a lot less, depending on how demanding the games are. But since when you're gaming, I would recommend plug it into the wall socket anyway. Or if you're on a coach or a train, they've already got wall sockets. I wouldn't worry about how long it lasts. There's always a place to charge your laptop. So conclusion time. Is the Acer Aspire V Nitro worth it? Well, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, whenever you're buying a new piece of equipment, you need to think about what you need it to do, how well it does it, and if it's in your budget. Hopefully throughout this video you've been thinking about that and you've already come to your own conclusion. For me personally, I think it fits my needs perfectly fine. I'm very happy with my purchase, and if you have the exact same needs as me, then I can really recommend picking this laptop up. Thanks for watching the review, and remember to tell me how you feel by either leaving a comment in the comment section below or giving me a like or dislike. If you're in the mood for some more tech reviews, and check out this gaming keyboard and mouse combo set I did a while ago. It's over on my gaming channel, click here. And if you're in the market for a new watch, then maybe you want to check out this review for an Android smartwatch I did a while back on this channel. Cheers.